For more on this, let's cross over to investigative journalist Rawan Shaif in London. She's spent the last 4 years in Yemen. Good to speak to you, Rawan. So the Houthis have begun redeploying now, and so far it seems like they have upheld their part of this agreement. What incentives are in place to ensure they follow through?
So the UN monitoring mission is what's keeping sort of a check and balance on whether this does follow through or not. So far, they have kept up to their side of the agreement. I mean, they started their redeployment last night, and the entire handover has happened very smoothly today. And so Patrick Hammer has been very good at dealing with that. I think it's definitely up to the UAE-backed forces and the government to keep their side of the deal in order to maintain.
So is the government keeping their side of the deal?
So far, they have. I mean, the second step, I mean, like right now, it is very important to note that this is just the first step in many of this deal. So part of their redeployment is also contingent on the fact that the government withdraw from Drayhimi, which is further south of Hudaida. So as long as that happens, I think it's safe to say that this deal will lead to a somewhat productive solution.
So Hudaida is a port city which aid gets through. What will this mean for the Yemeni people there?
So far, aid has been trickling through Hudaida. I mean, with the offensive starting in June, you can actually see how little has come in through the port of Hudaida. Hudaida has effectively become a ghost town over the last couple of months. So having this deal means that aid will start to come in. It will be important for the rest of the country to rely on whatever aid is being pushed through Hudaida, as opposed to other areas like Mukalla and Aden. So it's a very good direction, or a very good first step in the direction to de-escalate the conflict in Hudaida.
Yes, Rawan. So Yemen is facing, though, the largest humanitarian crisis in the world. A next round of UN-brokered peace talks will be in January. Do you think the international community, though, is doing their fair share?
I think the international community is doing much better now than they were a year ago. The timing in how Yemen is being dealt with signifies a sort of shift in attitude. There's more of a push by the international community to at least show some sort of control over parties in the conflict in Yemen, which wasn't present before. There's definitely a lot more attention, a lot more of a definite push to get Hudaida and other areas of conflict in Yemen to a place where there is like a good deal, a good outcome. Everyone has been skeptical for a very long time about peace talks, but things have changed, and that change has been the attitude since Jamal's death, or Jamal Khashoggi's death.
So let's see what happens in January. Thank you very much for that, Rawan Shaif.